So messages are going to be the primary place that we post content and information back and forth as far as in relation to your design. So to post a message, you simply click post message. For example, we want to notify our team that the design brief is done, which will be done by the time we get off this call. So we would go post a message and give it a good title. On all messages that are sent in Basecamp, you always want to be very literal as possible with your message titles, and you want to be as consistent in your flow of communication as possible. Meaning, if you have 4 messages open, and one message is about design, the other message is about your sliders, the other messages is about your content, you're going to want to always stay in the same thread when you're commenting back and forth, and that'll help eliminate confusion between anybody.
Okay.
Okay. So first things first, we're going to say design brief complete. B1 design ready. And I'm going to paste this link here, which is this is a link to your design brief, and I'm going to put just a summary. So this is homepage custom design. And then this is 9 standard interior pages. I'm going to actually change this to 9 standard custom interior pages. I want to use this as a showcase site. Okay. And then we're going to go over the interior. So I'm just going to put a couple other notes on here. So for you, we're going to be doing logo design, branding, okay, perfect. All right, now when you're sending a message back and forth, you can choose which team members it's going to go to. Until you get used to who communicates with you, you can just pick everybody. It's easy. But you'll have a designer, a developer, a project manager. Ben is your project manager. He's on the call with us on mute, listening in right now. And then as we move into things like search engine optimization and social media marketing, different team players will start to fall into this project. We add them as that becomes necessary. So for now, I'm going to send this out and I'll notify. This is basically your team for the initial project. Designers, developers, project managers, and so forth. All right, first message is posted. Now you were CC'd on that, so you're going to get a message in your email box. When you get that, you can reply to that email. Just make sure you hit reply all, and it's going to record all your responses here as comments. So it makes it really easy to communicate back and forth without having to necessarily go into Basecamp. The only time you actually have to log into Basecamp is if you want to create a new message thread or you want to add whiteboards or files.
Okay.
All right? So we'll go back, and one of the things we'll ask you to do is upload any files. So you're going to have some product images and things from your manufacturers that you may want to include on the site, possibly some brochures and so forth. Anything that's an uploadable file, you just go into Files, click Upload the first file, choose the file directly from your computer, and you can notify us that you uploaded it. The most important people right in the beginning is your design team. So I'll just go pick a picture. How about that? So we'll upload this picture. If I was going to send it out, then I would choose who it is, and this image would be saved inside this file.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll go ahead and upload it just so you can see what it looks like. And there's our first image. That's me and my video guy. All right. So next, how to use whiteboards. Whiteboards are where we're going to actually create your content files, and we'll go ahead and we'll start by getting these done, because this is essentially the inner content of the website. And this is what I was telling you is going to be most important for you to really focus on getting done here in the first initial couple weeks. So this is, I'm going to move back over to our Google document, which is where we're going to keep all of our notes at for today. And let's start with this, which is homepage navigation. And I'm going to do a general outline, and then I'm going to have you help me fill in the blanks. Cool? Okay, so these are your basics: home, about, services, your blog, and kind of a contact us page. I want to go on under this area, and this is most important. So it's not necessarily services, but talk to me a little bit about the categorization of different products.
Categories of products?
Yeah, or do you have specific, so if we were going to outline what you do, what you sell, and who do you sell to, what does that look like? And that'll help me figure out what these interior pages are going to look like.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of different routes we could take. On products, it could go like disposable products, equipment, devices, and then within the disposable product, and I'm sorry, I'm getting some really bad feedback on this. I can hear myself talking, and it's it's not pleasant. It stopped. Okay, so within disposables, we can break that down, or you know, into further categories, or we can just leave it as one big category.
For now, let's go ahead and leave it as one big category for now, and then we'll break it down in the next round.
Okay. So I would maybe add one more in there that says, oh gosh, maybe beds and mattresses, something like that, because that's kind of a big category on its own.
Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's perfect. Now, do you want to focus on, do you want to have a page that highlights any particular brands, or would you not want to do that? We don't want to send them back to the manufacturers or brands.
Probably not at this time, no.
Okay, perfect. And what about something that's who you serve? Who are the primary target audiences for you?
It would be nursing homes, but you know, you could use the term long-term care. They like to be called that versus nursing homes.
Okay. Any other areas that you want to get into?
Yeah. I mean, I'm beginning to start calling on hospice care companies and potentially home health care.
All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect. 10 total. Now, at this point, do you have any preferences regarding color schemas for the site and or logo? Things you want to stick to for the medical industry?
Well, I'm partial to kind of the color that we currently have, which is a blue. Let me get my card out. You know, I guess it's kind of a royal blue. It's not a, you know, it's not a navy blue So I would say maybe like a royal blue.
Okay, perfect.
Every day.
Woo. Let me get off that site. We should probably not play music that scares people. Actually, don't. Okay. All right, let me get this down here. So I'm glad you picked blue. I would have picked blue, black, and white. That's what my thoughts were, having not even seen that logo, because that's the most trusted color schema for the medical industry. Very familiar.
Jennifer, let me interject here. I forgive me for not alerting you till now, but I'm going to have to wrap up the call at 10 till 6 today because I've got to take my daughter to a meeting at school.
Easy enough. We'll be done here shortly.
So
it will be quick.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let's see here. All right, let's next thing, let's go through header elements.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just add this in here. And that's going to be left, center, and right. So the header area is the very top section of a website, just to make sure we're on the same page. This will actually help as you're communicating with the design team because they reference these areas. So the more familiar you are with the different elements or areas in a site, the easier it is to go back and forth with them. So I'm going to pull up just a sample design. We'll use this one. So this area at the very top would be considered the header area. This would be considered the navigation, slider, and body. And finally, footer, which would be down here. So those are kind of the sections we'll go through. So left, we're going to include logo. Center, talk to me about locations. Does location really matter when somebody comes to the site? Does it need to say servicing a particular area, or does that not matter?
My inclination would be to say it doesn't really matter.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, nobody's coming to our location for, so.
All right, good stuff. So what about if you were going to have the primary call to action at the very top of the site, what would you want it to be? A phone number that says contact us, get a quote, order now? What would it sound like?
Send money. I don't know.
Is it so? Like this one says, call us. Let's go look at a couple. This one says, call us. It has a phone number and a. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. Let's go look at some headers. So there's one example. We'll pull another one. This one has call today, follow us.
Yeah.
We'll go pull another one. This one has emergencies and a license number. You just want to contact us?
I don't know. Maybe a picture of a syringe that says, get all your drugs here. I'm just kidding. I don't know, Jennifer. I'm kind of caught off guard. I hadn't really thought about it, and I can say that I looked at a couple of my competitors' websites today, and they were so bland. But I am pulling up one that I know to be, let's see, what does he have? It's his, what do you call it? You said it's a slider where
the header area. What's it called? The action in the header. What's his website address?
No, where it slide. It's like the slideshow or something.
Oh, yep. Those are the sliders.
Okay. So the header's above that, and so I'm looking at one now, and really it's just got the phone number, and his hours. So yeah, maybe just something for right now. And this is something that we can change. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can change it. You do want to keep that kind of header area familiar with people. So once they get used to going there and knowing they can easily click for customer service or easily find your phone number, you don't want to move stuff around too much in the header area.
Well, but I mean, before we actually get the website, up and running, I can tell you I don't like the. I can make the change before we actually get it up. Is that right?
Absolutely. What number would you want to do?
For now, for the sake of time, let's just say, call now or whatever with our phone number.
Okay, and what number?
866-322-4862.
Perfect. I'm going to have them put a search our site on there. What did you decide as far as getting some basic social media sites set up?
Yeah, I'm sorry, getting what set up?
Just some basic social media sites, getting your Facebook page, at least Facebook, I would say, set up.
I didn't.
Here, let's do this. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I'm going to add it here, and once we get done with the brand, we'll set that up for you.
Okay.
At least you'll have a fan page they can go to. All right, so let's go through primary objectives. I'm going to get rid of this one, and I'm going to say we're going to do primary objectives of the website. And then also, I want to add in here what you think a unique selling proposition is. What are the things that really make you stand out from the competition? All right, so first things first, as far as the primary objectives of the website, most people are building sites with 3 objectives. One is to increase leads and opportunities. Another is to improve operational efficiencies, things that maybe they're doing manually and not using technology for. And the third one is, excuse me, is going to be for just making it more convenient for their existing clients.
Okay.
Any thoughts outside of that you would want us to focus on or take off of that list?
Well, our primary objective at this point is just simply to build credibility. And then secondly, it would be, yes, to make things more convenient for the existing, customer base. I think along with you put closed sales. I think that's good. We could say, leads and things like that, but I'm not thinking in those terms just yet. I'm just thinking in terms of credibility and ease and convenience for current customers.
Perfect. Okay, so with that in mind, let's talk about, we'll come back to this USP, but let's talk about homepage elements, which are things that you really want to highlight on the homepage. So we created a couple, well, actually what we may do is just, let me snag this section, and I'm also going to take the product section. Do you have good images from your manufacturers for each of these devices and products so that we can easily feature them on the front page?
We have maybe a few.
Okay. Offhand, do you have the websites where we would go grab samples of the disposable products, equipment, devices, and the beds and mattresses? Like websites we can go grab them from?
Wow. Well, I mean, if you're just talking about, you just want like an image of the product or products.
Yeah, I would. I want to be able to have them come to the homepage of the site and instantly be able to know they're in the right place. So if we can feature a handful of the disposable products, a handful of the different equipment pieces, devices, mattresses, and so forth.
Yeah.
That will make it easy, especially prior to you getting an e-commerce system. We want to be able to make sure they come there and instantly know I'm at the right places where I need to be.
Okay. I mean, I have some brochures I can send, but if you want to go direct to the websites, one would be Drive Medical. Another one would be I don't have the address. It's Criticare, but I don't know. Let me see. It's CSIUSA.com. That's Cat Sally I U Sam Apple.com.
Totally did not hear Apple. That took me a second. Okay. I'm going to take these off of here. Now, the Drive Medical one, which products will that one have the most of?
That would be mattresses, beds.
Okay.
Those would be the primary there.
All right.
Criticare is going to be equipment. It's going to be vital sign monitors. For disposable images of disposables, I honestly don't know. Jennifer, I'm going to have to get back to you on that.
No problem. Easy enough. That'll give them some ideas. And then what you'll want to do is you'll go create a message in Basecamp that says, here's a link to a website that you can get ideas for, and then just give which category that is. Equipment, disposable products, devices, mattresses, and so forth.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll call this our products and solutions. And then this is, I'm trying to think of a heading for these guys. Nurses, long-term care, hospice. Okay. Do you have any videos or galleries or anything else that you want to highlight on the homepage, or testimonials from existing customers?
Testimonials would be good. I mean, I don't have them yet, but I can gather them.
Okay, perfect. Now, I'm guessing as you were out and about researching, you probably did not see any really well done sites that you want to use for inspiration, but tell me if you found any that you really thought were amazing that you want us to look at.
Well, there's one that I think they've done a good job, and let me. It is, if you go Nurse Rosie, that's Rosie. They have a pretty good website.
All right, I'm looking at that one.
Most of the other companies in this business really are pretty stale. To me, I mean, I can give you some to show you kind of what the competitors are doing. One would be Preferred Medical. Another would be A, P as in Peter, N as in Nancy, Healthcare, APN Healthcare. Let's see.
Ugh, we're going to knock the socks off these. That's great.
What's that?
I said we're going to knock the socks off these.
I'm having a little trouble hearing you.
I said we're going to knock the socks off these. This is great. If this is your competition,
oh,
this
yeah.
is perfect.
Yeah, they're all, I mean, even if you go to McKesson, that's a Fortune 30 company, and look at their website, it's really pretty poor. And let me get the address there. If you go to MMS, that's Mary Sally .McKesson, McKesson.com. You know, again, I mean, this is a Fortune 30 company, and the website's just, you know, it's pretty bland. So I really am hoping that that the website does, that people see it. I mean, it's not going to, it's not going to make, it's not going to increase double our business, but I really do hope that just by having a website that stands out from our competitors, that alone actually has some impact on sales.
I was just, yeah, let me look at this. Hang on a second. I like how they have this outline. They have long-term care, home health, physician's office, and surgery centers. Would these be 3 or 4 primary audiences you believe you would target?
No, not me. The physician office and surgery centers, no. Long-term care and home health. Long-term care for sure. Home health is right now a maybe for us.
Okay. Okay. So, okay.
I'll give you one more just to pull ideas from, which is First Choice Medical Supply. And Their website is slightly better than the others, but there might be some verbiage that we can take, and help us in our content a little bit.
Okay. So these are good. I'll put these on the site, on the design brief, more for industry references, not necessarily design ideas, because I don't want them to float any of these directions.
Right.
But this is long-term home and hospice care. Okay. This is good. Long-term home and hospice care. So that's pretty much it. So calls to actions. Let me see here. I'll put these down. Do you have any licensing requirements or any compliance things we need to be aware of?
Gosh, that would be a question for Tracy.
Okay.
Not me as a professional in this industry, no. There might be, some of the, products we sell might have some kind of ISO requirements or something. I'm not sure.
What address do you use? A public address or not?
What's that?
Do you have an address that you put publicly or not?
Oh, sure.
What is that?
I'm trying to remember. It's the same as AppForce. It's 13. 13. Oh, forgive me. Let me just pull up their website. I'm sorry. It's 2750 113th Street, number 300, Grand Prairie, Texas 75050.
Okay, perfect. What email address do you use publicly? Actually, you know what? That's
customer service at vitalmedics.net.
Okay, and that'll change with our other. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
And let me go grab the phone number you had for the header. That's going to go same down here. Okay, right center. Let's see here. Actually, let's do this. Let's go, where was that? Long-term care registration and home and hospice care registration. Hang on a second. perfect. I'm actually going to get rid of this. It's going to be center. This is going to be right. Okay, I like that. It is good looking at these. Even though I don't like the design, it gives me some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit about images that we can use. Do you want to use mainly elderly, more medical? What kind of graphics do you want on the site as far as pictures?
I would say mostly product oriented, but if I could find a picture or two of some elderly people that were, that it evoked some kind of emotion, some kind of compassion and empathy, and I'm thinking of one in particular that one of my customers has in their corporate office. So I'll do some searching to see if I can find anything on that front. But I right now I would say mostly product driven.
All right, perfect. Let's see here. Now, do you feel like you guys will be committed to adding content to the site regularly, like having a news feed of your blog articles, or do you feel like that you don't want to highlight that on the front page?
I don't want to highlight. I would say no at this time.
Okay.
I just don't know where the time would come from, Jennifer. I mean, that could change. I'm actually, interviewing somebody on Thursday, but that might be able to help me out in the sales area. But right now, I don't envision, being able to spend 5 hours a week on this.
This is perfect. Well, I think we're good for now. This is a good list for us to get started with. What we'll do, we'll send this over to the design team. They'll take a first stab at the very initial design. As soon as your design comes in, you'll get a message in Basecamp that says it comes in, and also Mike will give you a call, and you guys will go through the site, and starting at the top down to the bottom, you guys will put in all your requests for changes. As soon as you have a thumbs up or an approval on the homepage, the team will put your site into development, and they will start designing the interior pages.
Okay.
And then at that point, we've absolutely got to be ready for content. So your content, the way we have this outlined, is not going to be that difficult. Your homepage is not going to need hardly any content from you, just your testimonials. Your About Us, that we will definitely need about 300 words for. And it can be a little less than that if you want to put a picture of you and your team members as well. And then the biggest thing is these ones. We need 1 page per group of products. So it may outline under the disposable products, it may say something to the effect of we provide disposable products and solutions such as the following, and it might have a bullet point list, and these can be used for this, and here's some application ideas. Just some, I'm kind of throwing out there just an idea. Other than that, it's not going to be, this is not going to be that content heavy. I know this is primarily for just credibility and positioning you properly, and it's going to look extremely well done. So we'll make sure you're very well taken care of, but this won't be real difficult.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you get out of your early for the meeting.
All right. Very good.
Jeff, thank you so much for trusting us with your project. I appreciate it, and we'll turn this around really quickly. You'll be amazed at how quick everybody turns stuff around here.
Okay, and if I do happen to find, some images, can I know, Manny, I know. Can I just post them where you were showing me?
Yes, sir. You're just going to go to Files, and you're going to click Upload File, and that's it.
Great. Okay.
Okay?
So, all right. Jennifer, thank you. Mike, thank you.
No problem at all, sir. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Good stuff.
All right.
Ben's on here as well. He's your project manager.
What's that?
I said Ben's on here with us as well. He's your project manager. He's over the design and the development team, so he's on here listening. He was bouncing around between a couple meetings, but I know he was listening on the call.
All right. Very good. Well, hello, Ben.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Okay, well, I'm excited, and I will look forward to looking at some first home pages here soon.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate you.
Okay. Thanks again for a nice trip.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.